Homo Religiosus sets out to explore the question, is religion natural to human beings? One way to think about this is religion like Linus's blanket? Everyone knows about Linus with his blanket, which is sort of charming, but we all know Linus is supposed to grow out of being so dependent on this blanket. A lot of people, I think, tend to see religion in more or less the same way, as something that, well, may not be too harmful, but it's something that is sort of artificial, kind of crutch, something that mature human beings who are in their full and natural state of development grow out of. Well, our book probes that question and really tries to raise perspectives that suggest, well, actually, religion may not be like Linus's blanket. It may be something that is consistent with, that flows out of fully developed, mature human capacities.
The second question that the book picks up and probes is whether religion, its naturalness is such that it warrants a natural right to religious freedom. And this is where the moral and political philosophers really step in and provide important contributions.
I think there's about a 75% consensus in the book that there are reasons to think that religion is natural to human beings. It's not inevitable, but religion is not like Linus's blanket in that human beings at their complete natural development, their maturation, usually are religious in some way.
There's a consensus among some of the scholars in the book that religion is natural to humans and that its naturalness can provide a solid foundation from which to derive a natural right to religious freedom. You know, on the other hand, we have some dissenters in the book who are unconvinced by that propositions.
In a sense, the book is a whole string of disagreements and argument. We have two sociologists disagreeing with each other about whether religion is natural to human beings. Christian Smith argues that human beings are naturally religious. Phil Zuckerman argues that secularity is just as natural to human beings. We have two philosophers arguing about the relationship between belief in God and rationality. One philosopher argues that not only is belief in God rational, but only belief in God is consistent with having a confidence in our rational and cognitive powers. Another philosopher says this is nonsense, that we can have a fully naturalistic, non-theistic account of our rationality. We don't have to believe in God in order to be confident in our epistemic powers.
Despite a whole host of disagreements in the book, disagreements about the naturalness of religion, about the right to religious freedom, all the contributors in the book share the view that religious freedom and religion is important to human beings and human societies, and that there is good reason to ensure its protection.
I think there is a strong point of agreement, and maybe this is a 100% consensus, that religious freedom is a value. There's disagreement about how we ground that value. There's disagreement about whether the naturalness of religion helps to provide a stronger basis for religious freedom. But whatever the disagreement about the foundations, there's strong consensus about the value of religious freedom to individuals and societies.